Hey guys, welcome to episode 5 of Insane Mundane Reviews. Thank you for joining us. Now, if you were here yesterday, you'll remember we were looking at ergonomic, user-friendly ink sacs, and today we're looking at the underwear of our heads, or you may know them as hats. Now, if you're familiar with the show, you'll know that we have 3 items lined up. We're going to go from crap to king with a semi-crap in the middle. And as well, we always have our bonus review at the end of the day. We're fortunate enough to have a special guest run that section for us, so make sure you stick around. So today, at the bottom in crap position, we have this black beanie. Now, there are a few issues I have with beanies in general. Obviously, I know what you're thinking, they didn't come into play when I was buying it, and that's because up until then I hadn't owned one, so I was none the wiser, but now I know better. My first complaint is that you can only wear these in a very niche type of weather, and that is cold and dry. Here where I'm living at right now in England, that's not very likely. Where I'm from in Wales, that's completely out of the question. When it's cold there, it's also wet, and when it's dry there, it's also wet. So you're never going to get the ideal weather for wearing these things. Even at room temperature, these things are like a layer of greenhouse gases over your head. Any hotter than that and you're looking at getting sunstruck. And it's probably because it's made of acrylic. So it is the equivalent of wearing a black bag over your head. So if that isn't a problem enough, the next thing is that nobody knows how to wear them correctly, to be honest, and that brings me nicely onto the test for today. I'm going to wear each hat, I'm going to move it around on my head a little bit, I'm going to take it off, and I'm going to allow myself 5 head shakes to try and sort out my bangs, and then we're just going to judge based off how fucked up my hair is after that. So let's put this puppy on. I like to wear it in a gnome fashion. That's my favourite way to wear my beanie, with a little nipple on the top. Maybe some people wear it, you know, skull over their eyes, they have their bangs all over their eyes. I don't know how you like to wear your beanies. I don't fucking give a shit, to be honest. Anyway, I've got it on, I'll just move it around a little bit on my head, take it off. That was about 5. And we can see that my hair is pretty messy, and hat hair, I mean, that's just a general problem with any hats, but I'm thinking some probably give it worse than others, and maybe a black bag is pretty poor. Remember this hair, and we'll use it to judge at the end. In today's semi-crap position, we have this, my trademark baseball cap. It's something of an insult because it has a lot of sentimental value to me, but that doesn't put aside the fact that it is a piece of garbage. I've had this hat since the beginning of high school, so it's been with me through a lot, and it has outlasted a lot of competition in terms of other hats. But you can see, well, not so easily, but the shape of it, it's got this really fucked shape. Look how it goes in there. That's part of the shape. And it goes in there. It's like the whole thing is just fucked, completely broken. I don't even know how or why it's broken in the ways that it is. But I don't know, in and of itself, it's quite a cool hat, I suppose. I mean, it's black, it's got this cool anarchy symbol on it, which means a lot to me. Apparently it's a band or something like that, and the band means nothing to me, but the word anarchy encompasses very well what I believe in, my belief system. It's also got a spike on the top. You see that used to have a button, and when I say it's broken, I mean in every way possible that a hat can be broken. So the buttons come off, and now we have a little spike here. I think it was my brother actually who slapped on my head once, and didn't stab him, but well, it did sort of stab him a little bit. Gave him a bit of a shock, that did. I have warned him about it being there. He was still idiotic enough to slap my head. I'll teach him. It also has some nice little blackberry stains in there from when we went blackberry picking once. So it's been through a lot, this hat, you know, and it means a lot to me. If it weren't for the sentimental value, then I think this would have gone in the bin a long, long time ago. So let's test this puppy out. Put it on my head. Oh, it feels very familiar. I wear it just about every day. I'm not exaggerating. Move it around a little bit, like the waves of the ocean. Take it off. 5 head shakes. Yep, that's about 5. That might look a little bit worse than the last one actually, but again, you have to remember that for later when the judges decide. And lastly, our king of today, and rightfully so, is this monster of a hat. It's hard to get it correctly in the light. That's better. This is a huge hat. Whenever I put it on, I have to tell myself, Ray, this is a big hat for a big man, and that somehow gives me the confidence that I can pull it off. It's a huge hat, and it's a nice material. It's not too warm and it's not too cool. It's appropriate for the winter, because you can see it's sort of like a woolen material, but also obviously we've got the cap bit for the sun, so it's nice. It's a lot more diverse than the beanie. And it has three main purposes that I have found. We'll go through those now. First is the summer, of course. So we have the baseball cap, protecting our eyes from the sun at the front, and our head is nice and cool with this lovely breathable, it's quite thin actually, it's a very nice material. Nice for hot, nice for cold. That's its first purpose, I would say. The second purpose, for the winter, is it has these ear flaps, like a deerstalker hat. You know? So now it's also keeping my ears cold from the winter. And the last purpose, and this one is like a nice combination of everything, is it makes an excellent military style helmet. Oops, and it's quite hard to put on. Oh fuck, I've just broken it. I broke it. Well, we'll just have to imagine that I didn't break it just now, and we'll move on with what I was going to say, is that it's three purposes it serves in this state. Is that if it is a sunny day in the winter, then it's got the back of your neck protecting from the sun and your ears are cold, and if you're going to be storming the beaches of Normandy, you are safe from oncoming bombs, I suppose, or whatever they use. Anyway, I said what I needed to say. It's been on my head long enough now so we can take it off, see what it's like, and you can see that is way better than all the others. Blimey, that's incredible. So we obviously have our king. Maybe in editing I will be able to figure out a way of putting pictures on the screen of the other ways that my hair looked earlier. Otherwise, well, this is obviously better than all of those. So we have our king for today. That is our king cap, king hat. That's my king. Now that we're approaching the end of the show, it is time for our bonus review, and if you remember, today we have a special guest with us. His name is Sideline Sid, and he's coming to us from Belfast with our bonus review. He's going to take it for the rest of the show, so I'll see you tomorrow. Hey there guys, what's up? It's Sideline Sid here, and my mate Ray asked me to introduce you to a bonus review today on my favourite hat. First, a little bit about myself. I'm from Belfast, as he said correctly, and my name is Sideline Sid. That's what my mates call me anyway, because whenever things are going on in the bedroom, I'd rather just sit aside and learn. I don't want to get involved in any of that nonsense, you know. Anyway, the hat I thought I'd introduce you to today is the bandana I'm wearing right now. Now, it's not your everyday bandana, it is indeed my underwear. Or more accurately, it is my cousin's underwear, but he doesn't need to know about this, and it's clean, I'm sure, anyway. The good thing about underwear is that it's multi-purposes, and I've seen Ray's videos, and he likes things that have more than one function normally. And clothes in general, people like it if they have more than one function. We like our jeans to be able to roll up so you can wear them as swimming trunks. We like our shirts, we can roll up the sleeves and they can become t-shirts, you know. We like things that have a lot of multiple purposes. And I don't think that my underwear should be any exception to that rule. So sometimes I wear them as a bandana. And I've, well, you can see I sort of fancy little knot there. They're a bit cumbersome and they're a bit, they're stretchy in all the wrong places. So they're not really convenient for turning into a bandana. So I had to use this string here. But part of the point here is that, and normally he's the one talking about things that are good for formal events. Well, I'm more to the contrast of that. I like get-togethers in dark, stinky alleyways, you know, and I like to look like somebody who, I don't know, is up for that type of thing. So the underwear bandana is a winner if you're going to be going to some dodgy meeting in some dark alleyway and you're going to be meeting your fucking drug dealer or whoever you get involved with in these dark alleyways. Maybe that's where you get your food, I don't know. Frankly, I don't want to know. Anyway, that's your little bonus review for today. I hope you it was nice meeting you anyway. Nice to be on the show. He asked me to do his little outro thing, so I'll say he's got a YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to that. I'm sure you know about that anyway. You are here after all, and like this video to make me feel like I'm liked. You could be my only friend if you want to. I mean, how many friends do you think I have with a voice like this, wearing fucking underwear on my head? Not an awful lot. And he's got a Twitter account as well, at emundane. Mundane is spelled in some stupid fucking way. I can't even be asked to spell it. He should fucking tell you that anyway. Get involved. Maybe I'll appear on the show again sometimes. It's great having something to do other than recreational drugs. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys, and maybe I'll see you again. Until then, fucking keep it lit, mate.